You know, it's really cool to see the Metroid series get more exposure. It really makes me think about other series that could get the Metroid Dread treatment, so to speak. I think games like Diddy Kong Racing, Conker's Bad Fur Day, which I think is still possible even if Nintendo has to go through some loopholes with Microsoft. Maybe even a new Star Fox Adventures or even a new Beautiful Joe game would be pretty cool as well. What game do you think needs a comeback on the Nintendo Switch? Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robo-chan Show, where we cover the latest gaming news, leaks, and rumors from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo in 2020 and beyond. If you want to be kept up on the latest gaming news, make sure you click that red subscribe button below this video and that notification bell so you know when I upload. And if you're interested, I have a Patreon, which link to that will be in the pinned comment along with my Twitter account. In this video, we are going to talk about the new sales numbers for Metroid Dread that will shape the series going forward. A second topic talking about the new release Zelda 35th Anniversary Game & Watch device, and it having a secret feature, and at the end of the video I will be making a small announcement for the channel that will have to do with streaming games on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, it helps the video reach more viewers when you do that, and if you want to follow me on Twitter and help me reach my goal of 700 followers, you can follow me at Roborob93. So Metroid Dread is an interesting game to watch sales-wise. Leading up to the release, Amazon had it on its best-selling charts, which was a big indicator on how well the new Metroid game would be selling for Nintendo. At launch, before any big numbers came in, Metroid Dread ended up being the highest grossing Metroid game at launch. Now, I did a video on this talking about the past numbers for Metroid games and Metroid Prime games. That will serve as part one of, I guess, this Metroid Dread sales tale. So Nintendo has struck gold again with this new Nintendo Switch game. Metroid Dread sells right now, which Mac Pescatella has provided us with info on the sales of the game, and this is what he says. Metroid Dread debuted as October's #3 best-selling game, which also ranked first on the Switch. Metroid Dread achieved the highest launch sales of any Metroid franchise released in tracked history. Launch month physical dollar sales of Metroid Dread nearly doubled those of previous franchise best, Metroid Prime. Now take a look at what I said in the first part of this video. But this is out of all Metroid games. Now keep in mind that this is just the UK, but what happens in the UK typically follows in other markets. And yeah, I was pretty spot on. We're seeing a huge surge in sales, and now it's doing better than many of its counterparts, even Metroid Prime, which typically sells more than Metroid. Now, as some confirmation on these numbers, Gene Park, a video game journalist, had this to say. I'm checking with Nintendo to clarify whether that 800k Metroid Dread sales was US or worldwide. I spoke too soon with this, and it sounds like it may be US only indeed, so I've deleted this. And as we know, that did happen, so he clarified it with Nintendo, and it ended up being true. So what does this all mean? Well, like I said in the other video, or at least I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the video, but I'll say it here anyways, this means Nintendo is going to start doing more Metroid Prime and Metroid things. Metroid Prime 4 is already announced, and we may even get a Metroid Prime or Metroid show, which would be really cool. We know that Nintendo is dipping their toes in films, so it is possible. In my opinion, I think they should be sticking with animation when it comes to the Metroid series, because I think that would be better, though live action could work if done right and if you're really careful. But film aside, this is very good news for past games, which brings me to the semi-second topic, I guess you can call it. Right now, it's rumored that Metroid Prime 1 is finished and it is coming to the Nintendo Switch. This comes from Nintendo leaker Emily Rogers, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know about her, so it is good news. Or a good rumor, I guess you would call it. Now, I covered this in my last video, which you can watch by clicking the top right corner of this video. But just know that it is rumored, which makes a lot of sense with how well this game is selling right now. There are new players showing up for this series as well, and even older players coming back. So naturally, bringing Metroid Prime 1 would be the next step, though personally I would like to see the Metroid Prime trilogy instead, but that's just me. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below on that. Are you okay with just Metroid Prime 1, or do you want Metroid Prime trilogy hitting the Switch instead? I think by just doing Metroid Prime 1, they may be focusing more on the graphical quality of the game, and if you do the trilogy, maybe you'll have less graphical quality. So there would probably be some kind of trade there. Or at least I hope so anyways. I mean, we saw what happened with the Nintendo Switch Online service, so who knows. And moving on to the next topic, we have the Zelda Anniversary Mr. Game & Watch device being released. Now, this Mr. Game & Watch device was for the celebration of the Zelda 35th Anniversary, and that's all we're getting, which really still blows my mind. One of the biggest Nintendo franchises, and we just get this. I still think those Zelda games are coming, but maybe not for the Zelda 35th Anniversary. I think it's similar to how they just do ports for the Nintendo Switch. But with that being said, this little guy has a secret, and according to Nintendo Life, if you take the console out of its case and flip it over and put it in the right lighting condition, you'll be able to see see a glowing Triforce symbol. So if you have that right now, try it out and tell me in the comment section below if it happens and how cool it is, because I am sadly broke as a joke and could not buy this. But you know what, I got Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Pokemon coming, so it's all good. Sacrifices had to be made and I had to choose one or the other, and I chose those two games instead. Now it seems that Nintendo is also doing a little celebration for Zelda in Mario Maker as well, which will run until the 21st of this month. Now Samus Hunter does say that this is for the Zelda 35th anniversary, which if you don't know who that is, it's a Nintendo leaker who has been right in the past. Now before you get all excited and thinking that more is gonna come, I don't think more is gonna come, and even she says that more is probably not gonna come. Her exact words were, right now it's the only one. Sad news, but still pretty cool for Mario Maker fans and people who play that game. Now as for that streaming news, I'll be streaming every Friday for an hour and a half at 7 p.m. EST to 8:30 EST. Now I've heard that streaming can hurt your YouTube channel if you do stream on your channel, so I'm gonna try it a bit on my channel, and if not, I may make a second channel or I may start a Twitch channel, which depending on what I do, I'll post a link to that in the comment section below and also on a community post when I'm done with it. And with that, I'll leave you guys with a question. What Nintendo game do you want to see revived, so to speak, like Metroid Dread had? Tell me in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and of course subscribe for more gaming news. Thanks for watching guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.